American Swan was conceptualized for the Indian consumer to give them Western designed, international trend driven, international colors, international silhouettes driven, authentic casual wear brand at affordable prices. Combining that with the beauty and aesthetics of a swan, which is a lifestyle bird, propelled us to create a lifestyle brand called American Swan.
American Swan was an extremely scary brief for us. In a sense, it was a blank canvas. There was no brand, there was no product, it was just a concept. And I think there are very few occasions, as a communication partner, we get briefs like this where everything is blank and you're part of the process from day one. I would say day zero.
So from creating the logo, the brand identity, the brand colors, the packaging for all their products, we used red, white and blue, all standing for All Americana. So in our communication throughout, we created a family called the Swan family. Where did they come from? How it all started from 50, 60 years ago.
Today, if we do an analysis of the market, the way it is moving, especially if you look at US and Europe, you will see that a lot of players are moving online. I think you create something new for futuristic businesses. There is no point in going the path which has been done by many, so there's no novelty in that.
It's one of the few brands that have been built purely for online. But very few examples of somebody building an apparel brand. American Swan stands out on that.
So when we launched, we could service 15,000 pin codes right from day one. Out of that 1% India which is online, approximately 10 to 12% are shopping online. So we are talking of a very, very small market if you look at the overall dynamics. So internet selling is actually a very tough proposition because you not only have to get a customer, you also have to retain him and you also have to keep reminding him that I exist. A lot of aggregators, a lot of online players are pushing a lot of deals and discounts. So the end cost of buying a product for a consumer is far cheaper than what you would get in the offline space.
So there's this whole balance between brand aspiration, keeping the value of the brand up there. At the same time, the brand is fighting the challenge with other competition on discounts and sale. So we had to find that right balance there.
What is very important is having the right imagery and the right communication and the right content.
That's why you need to have air cover. That's why we need to do a lot of social media activities and engagement that will build the brand.
Our strategy on American Swan is summed up in 3 A's, which is aspiration, affordability, and accessibility through our e-commerce offering.
We created Fashion Country. The first thing you do in a new country is to be a citizen of that country. So we created Passport. We had ministries of fashion. We had the fashion police.
In the initial phases of the brand, we did a lot of high visibility campaigns with players like Google, like a Twitter handle, Instagram, like Pinterest boards. And we are continuing to seed those communities.
Fashion Country was the trigger throughout, even in our campaigns. So much so that when we celebrated the Fashion Country Independence Day, which is the 4th July, we had a roadblock on the online space, and we really offered people a 40% discount.
Recently, there's a Twitter store that's been launched for American Swan, which again, I'm told is the country's first such Twitter store, where you could actually, your tweets could help you buy the merchandise.
It's about the brand buzz, right? It's about how do you reach out to the Twitterati who's already out there in the market. There has to be something novel and differentiated.
So I think American Swan was one of the first brands that started signing up celebrities purely for online use.
Hi, I'm Anmukh Chand.
Hi everyone, I'm Shruti Hassan.
We recently concluded an extremely interesting property for them called Beauty and the Blogger.
Welcome to American Swan, Beauty and the Blogger. An amazing new show where glamour meets social media. American Swan is launching its swimwear with our gorgeous 8 models.
For the first time ever!
Over this 24 odd months, we really filled it up with a lot of colorful stuff.
So we have a Facebook community called American Swan Fashion Country, which has almost like 420,000 fans.
So today American Swan is available on a Jabong, it's available on a Flipkart, it's available on a Myntra. So it's not just about building our own destination. For us, it was really building a brand. And the kind of innovations that's going to come in the next 4-5 months at least convinces me that there's a lot more that you will see in terms of American Swan digital success stories that will come out from us.
So that shift or that consumer maturity, I think, will happen over the next couple of years. And by that time, people who survive will actually walk the last mile.